Good morning, children. Welcome you all to today's class of science. Children, today we are going to study about some different methods of separating insoluble solid from liquids. Insoluble solid from liquids. There are two methods to separating insoluble solid from liquid, and these methods are sedimentation and decantation. The mixture, which consists of liquid with insoluble solid particle of substance which is heavier than water, is allowed to stand undisturbed for some time. It will be noticed that after some time the heavier solid particles settle down at the bottom, and the clear liquid which is obtained above it. This method of separating heavier insoluble solid particle from the liquid is known as sedimentation. The clear liquid, which is drained off gently and gradually by tilting the container. The top layer of clear liquid is called supernatant liquid. The top layer which is obtained clear is called supernatant liquid, and the solid, undissolved solid which is settled down at the bottom is called sediment. Okay. So, and this method of separating clear liquid from the sediment is called decantation. And the collected liquid is called supernatant liquid. The solid particle which is settled down at the bottom of the container is called sediment, and the liquid which is obtained above it is called supernatant liquid, and the process by which this supernatant liquid is separated from the sediment is called decantation. Okay. Have you seen your mother cleaning the rice with water at home? The mixture of rice and water and possibly some dust particle put in the big plate on tilting it, the water along with the rice slide down, and the water that flow out of the plate carries away the dust with it. In this way, this decantation process also we can use at home. Another method to separate insoluble solid particle from the liquid is loading. Some of the impurities like mud are too light to settle down as a sediment, and this can be made heavier by adding some alum in it. You know alum? What is alum? Commonly we called it fitkery. This fitkery made the sediment heavier, like mud. Mud get heavy and settle down at the bottom then. The heavier particles settle down as a sediment at the bottom, and the clear water can then be decanted off. Most of the water treatment plants in cities use this method to clean river water and canal water for our domestic use. Okay. Another method to separate the insoluble solid particle from the liquid is filtration. Sometimes the method of sedimentation and decantation is unable to separate undesirable substances from the mixture. So, in order to separate the two components effectively from the liquid as well as from the gases, the another method called filtration can be used. And in this method, the liquid containing impurities is passes through a filter. Children, filter paper is placed on funnel. Filter paper, by making the cone of the filter paper, it can be placed on funnel, and on the funnel the liquids to be filtered is poured on it. Okay. The clear liquid thus obtained is called filtrate, and the residue which is left over on the paper is called residue. Okay, and in this way the filtration can be, this process filtration can be done. Cottage cheese, we call it paneer, is obtained by filtration method. To separate the paneer or cottage cheese from curdled milk, we use muslin cloth as a filter. The curdled milk is tied in a big muslin cloth and hung for some time. The liquid that remaining after milk has been curdled and strained flows out, and cheese is retained in a cloth. Muslin cloth is act as a sieve here. Okay, and in this way we obtain cheese from curdled milk, and we separate the curdled milk or paneer from the milk by filtration process. And here filter sieve, muslin cloth is act as a filter paper. We see many types of filters in our homes. The filtration process is also used to filter tea leaves by using strainer as a filter. Okay, I hope you understood this process of filtration. We use filtration process to separate out the paneer or cottage cheese from curdled milk. Here muslin cloth is used, act as a sieve. We see many types of filters in our home. The water to be filtered is kept in the upper chamber of the filter, in which candle of suitable ceramic substances is fitted, and clean water goes to the lower chamber of the filter after filtration. The impurities are retained outside the candle. Okay, after repeated use of the candle, it required cleaning, which is done by using soft brush. Household water purifier mostly use filtration to remove suspended impurities. Means the filters which are used in our home also using this process of filtration to remove suspended impurities. But the chemicals which impart color and odor to water are removed with the help of the charcoal. Children, let's perform an experiment. This experiment is being done to demonstrate the separation of chemicals which impart color and odor to water, and this separation is done by activated charcoal. You can see in the video, colorful impurities is added to the beaker containing water. Now water turns blue. Now charcoal is added to one of the container. The mixture is stirred vigorously, and this turns the blue colored of water to colorless. So with the help of the charcoal, water can be purified. In this way, see, the colorless liquid is obtained, and this method is used to separate the colorful impurities from. Okay, in this way, this filtration by charcoal is used to filter or filter the impurities, colorful impurities from the water. I hope you understood how charcoal is being used to separate colorful impurities from colorful water. Okay. Another method of separation is uh, separating the soluble solid from liquid. The first method to separate the soluble solid from the liquid is churning. Children, milk contain emulsified fats, means fats are present in milk, and if you want to separate this fat from the milk, churning process have been used. These do not form sediment. That emulsified fat which is present in the milk do not form sediment and are not retained by the filter paper. So churning needs to be done if we wish to obtain only fat. The milk is rapidly rotated. In this process, the milk is rapidly rotated, and after some time, the fat separate out as a layer of cream or malai. Curd can also churn in our mixture to get butter. This is the traditional method churning. Nowadays, we can use mixer to separate the fat from milk. Okay. Another method of separation of soluble solid from liquid is evaporation. Evaporation is the process of changing of water into vapors, and evaporation takes place continuously at all the temperature wherever water is present. Children, when a solid gets dissolved in water, boil the mixture till the water changes into vapor and leaving behind the solid particle. This method is commonly used to separate the salt from seawater. Have you ever wondered where the salt added to so many food items comes from? It comes from seawater. Actually, seawater contains so many salt mixed in it, and along with the common salt NaCl, this seawater is allowed to collect in a shallow pond and then evaporated in the sun. The water evaporates and leaving behind the solid particle of salt. This salt further purified and used as a common table salt. Children, you can do one activity at home to separate the salt from the solution by the evaporation method. We can do one activity. Let's perform this activity. To separate the salt from the salt solution by evaporation method, make the solution of salt by taking half glass of water and by adding 2 teaspoonful of salt in it. Transfer this clear solution to the shallow plate. Okay, heat some water in pan and cover the pan with the plate. After some time, when all the water has evaporated, the solid salt is obtained again. You can see in the picture, in the crystals of solid salt is obtained at the bottom. All the water is get evaporated and solid particles of salt are crystallized at the bottom of the container. Okay, I hope you understood. You can do this activity at home. It's a very simple activity and you will understood evaporation method and how this evaporation method is used for separation of solid soluble particles in liquid. Okay, in next video we will see another methods of separation like distillation and okay, that's all for today children. Have a good day.